Hey, we're over in one of our houses here today, April 15th. This is Pop Star Hydrangea macrophylla. This is a really nice plant. It's kind of a dwarf version of Endless Summer. It's a new release from Bailey's, or newer release, I should say. We got really nice bloom on here. Bud at least should be coming, or bud and bloom. These are kind of a Mother's Day finish. As always, I like to look at the roots a little bit. You can see they're really rooted nicely. Really doing well. We got good color. Got a few of them here, but they'll go fast once they start coloring up. We got a few bracts showing on some, but this one's a really nice blue, acidic. If you get, and it holds bloom very long. This is a good long bloomer. Go all through the whole season here. Partial shade to a little bit of almost full sun, but you can get a little bit of burn or scorch in the hot summer sun if you put it all the way out. But this is a nice dwarf, real even. For our perspective, fairly easy grower. Not a high water demand plant, so get to fuel. All right, we stepped over in the same building we're in to look at our tree peonies. These are really nice. This is Julia Rose, which is a pink apricot. As you can see, got a lot coming. They're just starting to form buds on it. So this is gonna be another great early season. A lot of color, big flower, frills. I kind of fell in love with these at Willoway. They're nice to walk by and look at. They're so colorful, and the flowers are so great on these peonies. So this is one you want to take a look at if you've never experienced this plant. So we're here in our clematis house. Talk a little bit about some of our clematis. I have clematis Vicky here. You can see these are trellised up really nice. We just got some flowers starting on it. One thing, these are kind of set for Mother's Day, ready to go, bud, bloom. Should be a beautiful display. The thing that you got to watch out for if you get these in is cold protection. They've been grown in heated and forced greenhouse, so they're going to need to be put someplace where they can't be exposed to temperatures under about 45 to 50 degrees. So be wary if you do have these. You'll have to bring them inside at night if it's going to get colder. Our forecast here has changed quite a bit, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Our last frost date here is around May 20th. For the Avon, Ohio area. You should know it for your area. And that's important because that means we still have a lot of spring where we could potentially see frost. So that's a real critical to be looking out. I looked at the long range forecast right now through the end of the month here. Our coldest temperature that's out there is 38 degrees for a low. So I have relatively good feeling about that. It gives us a little bit of buffer, but we still got a ways to go. So we're being a little leery and cautious about getting too much into the mode of we don't have to worry about frost anymore. There is a full moon out there coming up, and if it's clear that night, generally those are really cold nights, so you'll want to watch and make sure you're keeping an eye on the weather. In growing degree days, we went from 106 growing degree days to 158. A couple indicator plants are the blooms should start on serviceberry, amelanchier. Also, we're getting into calorie pear, should be in full bloom right now. That's gone onto the invasive list and no longer allowed to be sold in Ohio. But you can see a lot of it on the roadways, on the sides of the roads, really blooming right now. So it's a good indicator plant. The other one that's kind of right there is 174 is spruce spider mite egg hatch. So then you'll be looking for the webbing in the needles at the tips. That really likes the heat and will get going here early. Two things that we've just passed up at 150 degree days. We passed up inkberry leaf miner, and we also passed up at 144. We passed up sawfly, European sawfly, and the sawfly larva egg hatch started. We should be looking right now for caterpillars feeding on the tips and branches of like mugo pines, one of their favorite, mostly kind of your pines out there. When you disturb them, the back end kind of falls up. They bring it up over the top of their back, so you'll know they're sawfly larvae. They're voracious feeders, so they will feed very, very quickly. So if you have like Mugo pines or some of their more preferred pines, you'll want to watch those. They will do a lot of damage in a quick amount of time. Some things coming up is we have a couple things that are going to be coming up. Boxwood Sillet is coming up at 179. That could be by the end of the week with the way the weather is. Could be a problem out there. So that's something else to be watching for. Hi, I'm in one of our houses with Hydrangea. This is Summer Crush. Here, 3 gallons. You can see a really nice plant. We're getting ready for Mother's Day. Just wanted to show some more. You can see the buds here, lots of display, lots of color. Again, really good root system. Really nice, full all the way around. These things are ready to go. Beautiful pink. I think this one is one of the best for the pink fall if you're looking for a pink hydrangea. There's other ones, but this one's really consistent. Been a real stable on the market, so really nice deep color. I like the texture of the leaf. Really stands up and performs consistently. So really nice selection. And we've got a good selection of plants. We do 2s, 3s, 1s in this. So we have lots to choose from. Just depends on how big a plant you want to start with.